Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Aradhya Yechuri, an AVA coach, and today I'm going to answer some more frequently asked questions about PCOS. So our first question is it compulsory to take 21-day pills or oral contraceptive pills? No, it's not. Oral contraceptive pills or OCPs are given when you have very irregular periods, severe cases of acne or hirsutism. They're given for a short period of time like 2 or 3 months, and during this time it's a good idea to start following a good diet and exercising regularly so that you can manage your symptoms further. What is a normal period cycle and how many days of bleeding is considered normal? The first day of your menstrual bleeding is calculated as day 1 of your cycle. Menstrual cycle length is calculated from the first day of your previous cycle to the day before your next flow. So if your previous cycle started on January 1st and the next cycle started on January 29th, 28 days is your menstrual cycle length. Menstrual cycle length can vary from 21 to 35 days. If it is less than 21 or more than 35, you need to be evaluated. 28 days is the average menstrual cycle length. 2 to 7 days of bleeding is considered normal. If it is more than 8 days, or if you have bleeding in between the cycle, or if you need to change your pad or tampon every 2 hours, it is considered as abnormal and you need to be evaluated. Does everyone with PCOS gain weight? No, there is a small subset of people who come under the category lean PCOS. Even though they are not obese or overweight, they do have the regular symptoms of PCOS like irregular periods, acne or hirsutism, which are because of hormonal imbalance. If they have insulin resistance, there is risk of becoming overweight in the future. They do get a relief from their symptoms with good diet and exercise and using insulin sensitizing agents like metformin or myoinoston. Does everyone with PCOS have irregular periods? No, there are the lucky few who do get regular periods. Even if your periods are irregular, following a good diet and regular exercise can help you in getting them regularly. How do you diagnose PCOS? PCOS diagnosis includes clinical features like irregular periods, symptoms of hyperandrogenism like acne or hirsutism, polycystic ovaries on ultrasound. If you have 2 out of these 3, the diagnosis of PCOS is made. Can PCOS cause thyroid dysfunction? No, the cause of PCOS and thyroid dysfunction is completely different, but it has been said that many people with PCOS have underlying thyroid dysfunction. So if you have PCOS, it's a good idea to check your thyroid levels as well. What are the long-term complications of PCOS? Infertility. As the periods are not regular or the ovulation is not happening regularly, there may be difficulty when planning a pregnancy. If the weight is not under control, there's risk of developing diabetes mellitus or hypertension later on. During pregnancy, there is risk of miscarriage, developing gestational diabetes or hypertension. If the periods are very irregular, like once in 6 months or 8 months, there may be a condition called as endometrial hyperplasia. It is a precursor for endometrial cancer. So if you're not getting periods once in 2 months or 3 months, you should always see a doctor to induce bleeding.